This episode is not going to be a pleasant one, but it's going to be an enlightening one. That's what you come to Daily Persuasion for. I'm Joshua Lisec. I am the New York Times bestselling author and co-author, ghostwriter of 99 nonfiction books now on all manner of topics, and also a certified hypnotist. Through this one-of-a-kind blend of experiences, I teach you how to better influence the VIPs of your life and your career. The book that you absolutely must read if you want to understand what's going on is this one, Unhumans. I co-authored this with Jack Posobiec, the veteran Navy intelligence officer. It's called The Secret History of Communist Revolutions and How to Crush Them. And we explain and predict what it is that you would be seeing in your reality if we are indeed enduring a communist revolution. Now, communist revolutions we see nowadays are a little different from the ones that have been in the past. That's because they are low intensity conflicts as opposed to, let's say, revolutionary wars where you have the Tsar's white army fighting the red guard of the Bolsheviks in the streets and there's gun battles. Nowadays, when countries go to war, they fight a little bit differently. So it is known that China and the United States are enemies with each other. But the conflict is kept what's called a gray zone conflict. Gray zone. Low intensity conflict. Irregular warfare, it's called. And in the same way that warfare has evolved, political transformations have evolved. And we argue in the book what's different. And in fact, I can read you a blurb for Unhumans by the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. He said, "In the past, communists marched in the streets waving red flags. Today, they march through HR, college campuses, and courtrooms to wage lawfare against good, honest people. Jack Posobiec and Joshua Lisec reveal their plans and show us what to do to fight back." Excellent. Now, I want to teach you the filter of reality that the communist, the cultural Marxist, the socialist, the progressive, the liberal, a rank and file Democrat even, the left, while there are varying opinions and various, as I say, moderate to extreme, the left moves as a monolith. The left is fantastic at organizing. They take their most radical elements and put them in charge. Let them set the agenda, set the tone. And the moderates try to peel off independents to join that show. The worldview of the cultural Marxist, which I should define, by the way, what is cultural Marxism? Marxism is this idea that there are oppressors and there are the oppressed. And they only are this way because one or the other. So you have the rich and the poor, the factory owner and the poor wagey laborer. That's socioeconomic Marxism, right? In order for the poor working class to have a good life, they have to overthrow, by one means or another, the ruling class, the owning class. Culture Marxism is where you take that dynamic of oppressor versus oppressed and move it to culture, race, gender, orientation, immigration status, and so on. And what you do is you give the benefit of the doubt to the oppressed, and you show no mercy to the alleged oppressor class. Individualism is gone, by the way. So you have to always represent a member of the group. This is why whenever you see let's say a straight white male who is on the left, when they speak from their perspective, they have to couch it. They say, well, as a straight white male, I will never understand your lived experience, or something like that, because they're not a person, they're the group, they're the class. That's cultural Marxism. There's a story recently out of Colorado. This beautiful young woman had her life tragically ended when a 15-year-old illegal immigrant from Colombia did not have a driver's license, was not insured, was joyriding and racing with some fellas, and he was going 90 miles an hour through a red light and T-boned this poor young woman. What do you think the far left-wing prosecutor, who has been praised, I should point out, by the socialist Bernie Sanders, quite famously endorsed and praised by socialist Bernie Sanders, what do you think was the punishment for this individual for killing this woman? Well, he's brown. His victim was white. He's an illegal alien. She's a citizen who speaks English. He speaks Spanish. He's from Colombia. She, of course, was an upstanding member of society, valuable contributor to her community. And this a-hole is unlicensed and uninsured. It didn't say in the pieces that I read, but I'm guessing unemployed as well. What do we have here? We have the oppressor, straight white lady, citizen. We have the oppressed, this poor illegal immigrant brown kid who doesn't speak much English. Because of the Unhumans filter that I want to teach you from this book, what do you think was the consequence? Community service. Community service. This is the opposite of justice. This is social justice. Social justice is collective revenge. So if you haven't read Unhumans, you don't understand any of it. Fortunately, you spend about 5-6 minutes here with me learning a little bit about it. If you want to know what to do about this problem, where it's anarcho-tyranny, where if you're a member of certain classes or groups, you're forgiven. And if you're a member of other classes and other groups, you can never be redeemed. This is the South Africa problem right now. There are bands of non-white Africans going around stealing from, torturing in grisly ways that are from a director's cut horror film, and of course murdering, up to including not just women and the elderly, but children and even infants. They're doing this to these South African minorities who are white, and they're doing it because they're white and own successful farms that are feeding them. It is nothing but cruelty, resentment, and envy. And of course, the leaders of South Africa, the ANC, the African National Congress, what are they doing? They're saying that the refugees from South Africa coming to the United States are cowards. They're escaping justice, social justice. When you understand what's going on, you know what to do to fight back.